and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor. Yeah.
On 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
It's Friday the 13th, folks. You're listening to Mornings Lone Star Live. Sorry, we had a bunch of technical difficulties to get back on the air for Facebook Live and YouTube Live. But good morning, Montgomery County. This is Mornings Lone Star broadcasting live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. This show is brought to you by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. It's not even Halloween yet, and we're already scaring people. All right. Why can I hear you?
Hello, there I am. That's right. We're getting into it early here.
Yeah. So we have special guest Intercept Ministries about to be on the air with us, talking about their Christmas in July, and then we have a special guest. I was reached out by some kids in Willis. I can't believe this. They want to promote because they won the Willis 9U. I don't know what that means. Is heading to the Dixie World Series.
What?
So the Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament in Athens, Texas was last weekend, and they competed and they got second place, which moves them to the World Series hosted in Center, Texas next weekend, the 20th, and they're doing a fundraiser happening over at if I'm reading this right, the Academy in Conroe. They're going to be doing this weekend where the team will be accepting donations to help fund the travel and lodging and food and all that good stuff. So we're going to have them on the phone with us. I believe it's the coach. One of the coaches, Matt Frazier, will be on the air with us around 10:15 or so. So very excited about that. Congratulations to them. But Intercept Ministries will be coming on pretty shortly. But until then, let's do our normal stuff right now. Let's do some weather and traffic for the Montgomery County area. And do you want to do weather?
I'll do the weather. Here we go. I got it up and running. It's 81 degrees already. Supposed to get up to 91 in Conroe, but down in Houston, it's not even supposed to break 90. So not too bad. Kind of partly cloudy. This evening, maybe a little bit of a thunderstorm, but that's about it. And if you remember earlier in the week, they were predicting a lot more storms. Now, not so much. Only 10% chance of rain all day, all night. Humidity's at 88%. Feels like 89. And winds out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour, according to the official Lone Star Weather Tree out front.
Traffic conditions in the Montgomery County area. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm not seeing any accidents or incidences east to west on our little highways we got, or north to south. I will say that if you're heading northbound and southbound on Highway 69 between Beltway 8 and Porter, there's some little accidents scattered throughout over there. That's northbound and southbound, so expect some slowdowns heading between Beltway 8 and Porter, Texas. Outside that, you're good to go. It is 9:10. We started off a little late, so the morning first half will be kind of all over the place until we get right back to 10 o'clock.
It's like is it ants or what was the Bug's Life? You know, where the ants are in line and then the leaf falls and blocks them off. They go, what's going on?
Pretty clever.
A leaf fell down.
Clever.
Yeah, a leaf fell down.
Well, hey, you were on the ticket stub yesterday.
I was. What a blast.
That was fun. That show should be available on podcast. Should be. I can double check real quick. Outside that, so did you enjoy yourself?
I enjoyed myself immensely. You and Chris were both great hosts for me being a guest. Felt I was missing the groupies. I was promised groupies, and they weren't there.
It happens, dude. Groupies are real.
Well, I keep hearing that, but it's like the Easter Bunny. They say he's real. I don't see him. But anywho, yeah, great. And you guys threatened me to allow me to come back at some point.
Well, like we said, one of our 3 legs is gone 6 times out of 6 times this summer. He's a youth minister, and apparently they do so with kids during the summer, which is lame. And we need someone to fill in for him because I'm not talking to Chris the whole time.
Hey, I will always take the pity date.
Thank you. Yeah. But that is available on podcasts. Look up the ticket stuff. And let's go on to some local news and world news and headlines. Let's get that out of the way since we have so many guests today.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the only thing I saw that was really funny was the Papa John guy.
Oops.
He got, from what I understand, he was removed from his CEO position a while back, voted out, and now he's removed from the board.
You're right. He was chairman. Still.
And then now his hometown, with his donation, they're returning money to him. They mailed it back, which I don't know if that means they wrote a check or if that's like, I imagine, cash. But yeah, so this is a backlash of him apparently saying something very inappropriate during again with these meetings about being socially appropriate. How would you dub meetings like this? Training, kind of like what Starbucks did. Is it racial training or is it like
it's kind of
what's that room they went to in 1984?
The room they went to?
Yeah, wasn't there like a room 101 or something they would go?
Oh, in the book, 1984.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking the year.
So is that what this is?
Yeah, this is an indoctrination thing. This is all.
Well, because when
you can change an entire course of a business or political party just by enough people saying, I'm offended.
Well, because if you read the details of this, and I would love if the audience is like, what the heck are you talking about, Dick? Go to Facebook, chat with us, because I want to know if I'm wrong about misreading this. It sounded like something similar to what the Netflix guy got in trouble for was, hey, it's not like we were saying this blank, 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 blank thing. So we're not like that. We're not like that. So for him referencing something that they're not, the fact that he said it got him in trouble. So like that, wasn't that true about the Netflix guy where he's talking about the comedy? Yeah. And basically this comedy, you can't use this language like blank, 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 blank. And then they're like, you can't believe you just said that. You're out of here.
Yeah.
Is this the same scenario?
Yeah, it's always about the context. I have a problem when there are closed meetings, private meetings, off the record meetings that get leaked, and this is what happens.
Well, what's even more interesting, and this is a warning that I personally will say to every company that has trouble in the wind, it just snip it in the butt. Like this guy is easy to hate. And I think
he was on a roll.
I think the problem with this guy was is it the straw that broke the camel's back?
Yeah, because you can't just fire a chairman of a board or vote him out or whatever. They without cause. There has to do something, or there's a golden parachute that's going to cost the company countless millions.
Brett considers it sensitivity training.
Yeah, it definitely is sensitivity.
But yeah, so it's because he has been a target for a while ever since the NFL. His statements on the NFL actually. He's been a target on my radar because there's a funny video you can look up, and it's him introducing papajohns.com with his son. And so it's a whole like ad.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
but
commercial.
It's like 10 minutes long.
So
it's like,
Bobby, how do I order? Well, Dad, I saw that.
On,
it is
Dad.
So funny.
And he's like, don't forget to tip your drivers because they're hardworking. And I'm like, this dude's house is huge. And it's ridiculous.
The driver had to go through 3 different gates to. I saw that. It's hilarious. This is my issue with situations like this, and it's a very fine line, and it may not make me a lot of new friends. This mindset. This Papa John's chairman made some bad business decisions that affected the business. He should be fired because the stock is dropping. They lost being the official NFL pizza provider. Yeah. Not because he said something racist. Someone should be able to say something racist, sexist, misogynistic.
His issue, though, he's tied. His name is tied to it. And that's one thing I always wonder about those scenarios where you get big enough to where he's easily a wealthy person. Like, I'm just going to assume that. And why do you think some people who work so hard for this kind of making this kind of wealth aren't satisfied? Because at one point I'd be like,
human nature, you always want more.
Hey, it's probably smart enough. Like after the NFL deal, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a step back. I want to enjoy my wealth. I'm gonna I'm gonna manage a Papa John's. I'm gonna be a small town Papa John manager, even though I kind of own like 400 of them.
Some may do that, but human nature and whole tends to be: if you're successful, you want to be more successful. If you're rich, you want to be more rich, and it goes the other way.
You think so?
Yeah, but it goes the other way. If like I'm being taken care of by the government, I want to be more taken care of by the government. But
do you think there's even higher power people? I never really hear about them.
In what kind of higher power?
Like the billionaires. Like I don't really hear about them too much.
Doing stuff?
Like even being involved in a company. Like every time Warren Buffett's name comes up, I was like, does that guy even have a job? Like I know he's on a board of a bunch of stuff, but like, what is his day to day? Like for example, Jeff Bezos. I get that he has a job. He is in charge of Amazon
or Elon Musk. They're actually coming up with programs.
They're in charge of their program, but like you get the real wealthy. I'm talking like the super duper wealthy, who no one really knows.
0.1%, right?
Yeah, like what do those guys do?
Oh, they get in the political.
They know what it is. They listen to my advice.
Is that what that is?
And they said, "Hey, I'm making so much money. Maybe it's better just for me to step out and then say, you know, that way I don't get targeted. Especially the name Papa John's makes you targets. That's your name.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably going to call it like Papa Juan's or something like that. And, you know, they're going to rebrand it. And that's just, hopefully they do that, because a lot of people hate Papa John's just because of this guy, not because of the pizza.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's if a business owner or a business member does something that adversely affects the business, they should be fired. From a business sense, I'm reminded of the basketball coach who was illegally recorded in a phone conversation. Then the illegally recorded phone conversation was illegally released to the media, where he made some comments that were definitely racist in nature, but it was a private conversation between two individuals with an expectation of privacy, and he was destroyed.
Well, I'm interested too on this side, on the like the follow-up note on this scenario is this PR company. Because it sounded like the PR company let him go, like the company go, like, we're not going to help you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and again,
so like at the first, why would I want to hire that group?
Well, we're going to get to the point where it's going to be the boy who cried racist.
Yeah,
and that's what my problem is. It's in this country, you should be able. I know it sounds horrible. You should be able to be allowed to espouse contrary views that are, even if they're racist or misogynistic, without being criminally charged or treated like a criminal, or even civilly taken to court. You know, being offended is not a litigious event.
I can't imagine working in Hollywood right now.
Right.
Being like an older soul in Hollywood, being like an executive, or being, because like I've been watching the new series. If you didn't know this, Netflix bought that Comedians in Cars Driving Coffee from Jerry Seinfeld.
I didn't know they bought it.
They bought it. And so he developed, I think, 12 episodes, and he did two. One was, oh man, I just went blank. I watched it last night. It was really interesting. What movie, old comedy movie called The Bellhop?
Bellhop. I remember there's Blame It On. There's a Blame It On the Bellhop with Bronson Pinchot. And
no, I'm looking at it. Sorry, I just went blank.
Try looking up something called Blame It On the Bellhop. That could be it.
Is it? It's a 1950s movie.
Oh, then that's not the one I'm thinking of.
But if anyone knows what that movie is, it's oh man, I just went blank. But anyway, they kept making fun of Jewish people. Him and Jerry talking about like, oh, is this because, like, for example, I don't want to say it now because I know it's like it was kind of a hot topic button. But they're both names are Jerry. First names are Jerry. Man, what's his last name? I just went blank. He's very like old. Jerry something.
Oh, married to Diane Mira. Oh, I know who you're talking about. He actually, I think he played
Jerry Lewis. There we go.
Oh, Jerry Lewis? Oh, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Jerry Lewis. That's who I'm thinking of. Well, yeah. And I was just curious that, you know, how they actually talk to each other, because it was very like impersonal conversation. The bellboy. That's what I was thinking about.
Okay.
But I wonder how they're surviving down there.
Good question.
I mean,
here's the thing. Comedians should be able to, and this goes both sides, because every time a comedian does something stupid and then Trump tweets, they should be fired. They should be able to go, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. They should have the right to do that. But again, this is a free market economy, which means you're going to get paid what the market can bear. You're going to be followed by people who appreciate you. And if you do things to alienate or offend or whatever, then you need to pay that price, as it were. If you're going to protest, you need to, if you're going to stage an illegal protest or a protest where you can be arrested, you need to be ready to be arrested. It's just, I feel strongly about that, but you can't sue someone because you're offended. And you definitely can't sue someone because you're offended on someone else's behalf, but that's becoming the new norm. And it's where if someone says something that is contrary to your thing, your point of view, you want to destroy them socially, physically. And that's just, I think there's going to be a massive burnout on that. I truly do.
We got to take a break. Coming up next is Intercept Ministries promoting Christmas in July. Folks, Christmas is here. Stick around. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. Mornings of Lone Star on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and of course, worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
All right, Christmas is here, folks. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio, irlonestar.com, worldwide at Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. Mornings, Lone Star. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. We have new people in the studio. And
I
if
know.
you didn't know, we're on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. So if you want to see their faces, you can check it out there. Okay, let's introduce our guest.
We
Pat.
got Intercept Ministries back in the studio. So tell everyone who you are and why you're here.
Well, I'm Tom Horgan. I'm here with Intercept Ministries, and if you listened a few weeks ago, we were on here. We talked about a huge fundraising event we have coming up that we really need everybody to come out and support. That fundraising event is called Christmas in July, and we are having it at the ever famous Magnolia Cowboy Church. And with us here today is Pastor Robert from the Magnolia Cowboy Church, and I'll let him explain more about that.
Great. We're excited to be the host this year. We're in the far reaches of the county. It seems like we're close to Hockley and Waller and Cypress and Tomball, and our church is a community church in that area. And this year we are really honored to partner with Intercept Ministries and help get things going for Christmas in the Christmas season, and really day to day the things that they need.
Cool. And so this is the second annual.
That's correct.
And last year was a great success. I know that. So what exactly can people expect? So they come for Christmas in July. So they're going to show up at the church next Friday, which is a week from today. Everyone mark your calendars. They're going to come in. What's the price of admission and what are they going to get out of it?
So the price of admission, you can buy a ticket for $20. You can buy them online right now in advance if you wish. And that's at interceptministriestx.org.
Okay. And we're going to be able to put these links on our YouTube and Facebook so people can click there.
In lieu of the $20, if you'd rather not spend the cash, we are accepting a nice, big, thick, warm blanket, full size. The bigger, the better, actually. And where these are very important is in the wintertime. People fall on hard times, and we have young folks and older folks as well that will come up to us and intercept and say, do you have a blanket? It's really cold in my house, and just like a warm blanket for Christmas. Is that all you can give us? So we like to use the blanket as a method of being able to come in, have a good meal, and enjoy some entertainment from the Charlie Riley Band. They'll be providing entertainment
Awesome.
at the event. Yeah.
Cool. And people, listen up. When they say a blanket, if it's $20 for a blanket, don't grab a $3.99 blanket from the bargain bin. Get a $20 blanket. You know what we're talking about. This is to go to someone, to people who are going to need it. Because right now, it's going to be 90 something degrees today. No one's thinking about it getting cold. It's going to get cold in a few months. In Christmas time, there are going to be people freezing.
That's correct.
So these blankets are like for realsies.
Yeah, it is. It's something that we live in kind of the world. The United States is so blessed, and it's so easy to drive around the county and not realize that there are people just down almost any road in any area that lack heating and AC and clean water and blankets and food. It's hard to fathom that, when you live the way that we're able to live in this country. And quite frankly, that's what this ministry does. It reaches people that normally aren't reachable.
Right.
And a warm blanket, what was it, 17 degrees this last winter? Yeah, a warm blanket would probably have been pretty good at that time. And really a new blanket. We think that don't bring a used blanket, bring a new one. Give them your
this
best.
isn't a drop it off at the distribution, the trailer off the Huffsmith Road with maybe a guy sitting outside, maybe not.
Yeah.
No, this is something to help, because last year, about how many families were helped out by Intercept Ministries last year? We're not 20, not 40, but
no, we're guessing in the neighborhoods of 3,000.
3,000. So this is a significant project. And of course, you have Christmas in July. You have a couple of other things. You have a great back to school program, as well as an Easter program, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We do 3 main events a year. We do the back to school program, which is getting kicked off right now. And during the back to school program, we like to provide at least one new outfit for each child going back to school. It doesn't matter in your family if you have 3, 4, or 1 child. We try to provide an outfit for one. And then backpacks with assorted school supplies in them to help the kids to have a fresh start back to school. That's our event we have coming up right now. And this fall, we have actual Christmas. Now, during the Christmas time, we have Toys for Tots. They take care of toys for ages 2 to 12 years old. Where we usually run into trouble in finding stuff for Christmas is for high school teenagers.
Right.
13 to 18 to 19. And then again, we always seem to forget about the elderly folks. And we have a lot of elderly folks, too, that we take care of during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And because Lynette doesn't want us to get comfortable, we also do an Easter event where we provide Easter baskets as well for families during that time of year.
And so we're talking hundreds and thousands of people getting benefiting from this. So you guys just don't talk the talk, you walk the walk with this.
Yeah.
3 major events. And so the Christmas in July, so you got Cecil Bell hosting it. So you got a state rep hosting it. Mm-hmm. You got Commissioner Charlie Riley with his band getting jiggy with it.
Yep.
A full church. This isn't, and it's going to come out sounding wrong, not some unair conditioned corrugated steel abandoned VFW hall.
No,
this is and I'm not dogging VFW by any stretch.
Sure, absolutely.
But you know what I'm talking about. This is like full tilt, and people are going to definitely get way beyond their money's worth on this.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility we have there at Magnolia Cowboy Church. The building was built just around 3 years ago, almost 12,000 square feet, and it's like a lodge inside or a ranch house, and it has such a great feel, and especially when there's some great country music being played. I can't think of a better thing to do in July. A lot of people love Christmas, and those people that love Christmas, this is kind of a quick way to get them a shot and get them going, get them in that giving spirit, and give to a ministry that, quite frankly, is the hands and feet in that part of the county. They do an amazing job.
And last week, Sunday, Pastor Robert here mentioned that it's Magnolia Cowboy Church, but you don't have to be a cowboy to attend.
Right.
There's a lot of us that go there that are not actual cowboys. So please, because it's a cowboy church, just know this. Even I can go there. And I gave up cowboying 30 years ago. And yes, I actually was. And I'll tell you more about that
Yeah,
later,
I'd love to
Robert.
hear that story.
There's a tale there.
Yes,
there is.
Several, probably.
And, you know, our church, one of the things we try to do is we try to be a light in the community.
That is our tagline. That's our vision.
It is. And so we at Intercept, we couldn't be happier than partnering with Magnolia Cowboy Church this year and getting our event kicked off, because the Cowboy Church really is a light in the community. I've seen many lives changed at the Cowboy Church, and I know with using the facility and the help of Magnolia Cowboy Church, Intercept is going to help to also change many more lives.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it is to be able to do the things that really the church is called to do. And that is, we are the hands and feet, the people, the church, and have an opportunity to do that and to partner with all the other churches in the area and public officials. I mean, this is it's a kingdom job. It's not an ownership thing by Magnolia Cowboy Church. We're just glad that we're able to be the host facility. But this is open to the entire community. That's what's wonderful about this.
And Tom, I remember when you were on last time, you're talking about, you know, there's like zero judgment. Someone comes up in need. They're not given the third degree. They're not, you know, what do you believe in? What's your stance? Someone came in like with a Cadillac or something last time, and you're like, hey, why are you driving Cadillac? So that just shows the givingness of it and the trust and the faith that's involved with this. So everyone is encouraged to come. It's not like, well, I'm not a cowboy. I may or may not even be a Christian at this moment, but
great.
Yeah. Come on.
You're still in need.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's what this is about.
Yeah, it is. This is not a judgmental type situation. This is filling needs that people have. Very simple.
So one thing we kind of skipped over, and I should have mentioned it, but it's, you know, I seen a rabbit run. At the event, we're also going to have a live auction and a silent auction. And we got some great items that we're going to be selling at this silent auction.
Mm-hmm.
But the live auction, I want to make sure we have those of you out there who don't like to lose, because you are the people I want to see out there.
Now, what's this ice hole I keep hearing about? Is it a raffle thing or something?
Yeah, it's a big raffle item. When you buy your ticket and you donate a blanket, whichever, you get a ticket that will be put in a drawing for a large. It's called the ice hole. It's a great big cooler, and they're fantastic. They work really well. So that's our door prize for the raffle drawing.
Awesome. Even better if we filled it with stuff. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yeah, you never know, but
yeah, it's valued at around $500.
What?
So, yeah, it's the real deal.
This isn't like one of those styrofoam things I buy at CVS for $3.99.
Leaks in the floorboard by the time you get out of the parking lot.
Wow. That's cool. Well, I'm going to be there next Friday for sure. So, peeps, let's remind people what this is. It's Cowboy. Is it Cowboy Christmas in July or Christmas in July?
Country Christmas in July.
That's it. Country Christmas in July.
Yeah. I wanted to just real briefly talk about underwriters, you know, people who have an opportunity to really help move Intercept down the road financially. There's a lot of listeners and a lot of people in our area who are amazing givers. We saw that happen in Harvey. And sometimes they don't know what to give or how to give. We have some underwriting available. I believe it's still available. There's a Rudolph level, which is a $500 level. There is a Santa's Workshop level, which is $1,000. Isn't that cool? A North Pole level is $2,500. And then an overall underwriter. And I don't know if we have our overall underwriter just yet. Maybe we do, but maybe there could be several. I don't know.
Well, you want to give money, we'll find a great title for you.
Yes. All that being said, but there's a lot of opportunity to buy a table, to buy tickets, to bring a blanket, to help underwrite. Just make a donation to it. It's a nonprofit. And so I just want to encourage any of the folks out in the community to really help partner and get on board with Intercept Ministries. The money is 100% used in the community.
Right.
That's one of the things that's so special about this ministry is it is used for the purposes that it's intended and their vision. So anyway.
There you go. So, Intercept is making it so easy or they're making it very difficult to not want to give to this. The tickets are $20, a good blanket, a good new blanket instead. You can underwrite, you can buy a single seat, you can buy a table, you can underwrite and get your name out there. I got to say, Intercept helped me after Harvey.
Yeah.
I was in need. And, I'm not good at receiving help and stuff like that. And my wife had to pretty much beat me and drag me there. But I was made to feel so welcome and not like I was leeching or anything like that. So this is a for reals organization doing a for reals thing, people.
Yeah.
And you definitely want to be in on this. Next Friday, Country Christmas in July, at the Magnolia Cowboy Church, which is on Buddy Riley Road, right?
No, it's at Glenmont.
I'm looking at the wrong
Estates
thing.
Boulevard.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm looking at the wrong.
That's
wrong
one of the
there.
locations, I think. There, the Junction, Hometown Junction. You can pick tickets up there.
There you go. Yeah, that's what that is. So, but we're going to post it out there. But go to interceptministriestx.org for more information, or just hit them up on Facebook. Also, look at Magnolia Cowboy Church, and there we go. We love having you guys in the studio.
Great.
By the way, with that ticket, you also get a meal.
Come on.
Have you ate at Mel's Country Cafe in Tomball?
I haven't yet.
I forgot about that.
You are missing out. Mel's Country Cafe in Tomball.
I know the food.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah.
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 Helping people. Yeah.
So
Okay,
what
but
is
we're
the
talking
night?
Mel's
What is
Country.
this overnight? What does the night look like? If you can just take us through what the night, when you come to the event, what's it going to look like? It's going to start. What all is going to happen, Tom?
So, first of all, dress comfortably. Wear stretch waistband pants because there's going to be a lot of food to eat. And we'll take cash, check, or credit card. Bring money and bring your giving heart. You're going to walk in. You'll drive up to the church. You'll park. You're going to come up there. You'll walk inside. You're going to be greeted by staff. We're going to bring you inside. You're going to see all the decor. You'll find a table, sit down. We'll tell you when the food's ready. Get your food. And all the time, the Charlie Riley Band will be playing and just setting the tone. It's going to be a great time. It's really hard to put into words. I can't.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's
It'll be great.
Night. Be a fun night.
So, guys, be there, be square. Intercept Ministries' second annual Country Christmas in July. Get into spirit. Dick and I are already. We're there. We tried to bring you Halloween in July. Now it's going to be Christmas
Let's
in July.
just mix it all up.
Yeah, right. Get it going.
Yeah.
You're listening to Mornings Lone Star with Dick and Skippy. We're going to take a break. Keep tuned.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having transportation or childcare? What about the children sleeping in cars with nothing to eat? Families shouldn't have to struggle to survive, and children should not be homeless. Family Promise of Montgomery County serves the needs of homeless families and their children. Learn about ways you can help and learn about partnership opportunities at www.familypromiseofmc.org or call our day center at 936-441-8778.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio. Welcome back, Mornings Lone Star 942 irlonestar.com. Special thanks to Christmas in July. It's a cool event.
Yeah,
that's a lot. It's a big day. That sounds like a day you go home and you go sleep by 9 p.m.
Okay, so $20, live music from the Charlie Riley Band, and this is like a real band. I know he's one of the county commissioners, but he really gets down with it with his band. Food by Hell's Country Kitchen. Oh my Lord. Great event and a worthy cause. And seriously, like they said, 100% of the stuff they get goes back out in the community. Too many nonprofits are out there where you wonder how much the CEO gets or something. The lady that owns this is named Lynette Gibbons. I love her to death. She's awesome. Really just self-aware. You want to go there. You want to be. I'll be there next week. I'll be taking pictures and stuff like that. You should come on out, Dick.
I'm gonna stay here and sleep here. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget, we're gonna have the Willis 9U baseball team on the air with us, talking more about their fundraiser happening this weekend at Academy. So stick around with that. We're gonna get back to headline news and just general talk. So join us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live and comment and question and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
There we go.
What do you want to talk about? Because we've been kind of talking about what I want to talk about.
No, it's okay, Dick. What you want to talk about is what I want to talk about.
Are you sure?
Well, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. We're talking about like millionaires and billionaires earlier. This one kind of caught my eye. And the only reason I'm mentioning this headline because her last name isn't Kardashian. And so, but Kylie Jenner, who's one of the Kardashians.
Yes.
She's the young one. So she's on track because she's got like a makeup company. Her net worth right now is $900 million.
The young girl.
Yeah, the young one. She's trying to become the youngest billionaire in history.
Okay.
And so they've actually started a GoFundMe to get her the
is this like a joke?
No, this is for real, to help her get that extra $100 million to make her a billionaire. This is a fan-based GoFundMe.
Oh, it's a fan-based. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not her particularly, but I don't see her going, guys, no, really, if you want to start a GoFundMe, let's feed the children.
Again, this is another person, I don't know what she does. Another billionaire, a potential billionaire. I don't know, the
Kardashians as we know them today and the Jenners
well,
as the result.
I'm talking about cash on hand. How do they get their cash? So when do you think it's all through Instagram advertising? Or
yeah, this is what.
Do they own makeup? I don't know.
Yeah,
I got zero idea of what
she's put her name on a makeup company.
Because Holly was trying to. I watched a Steve Guttenberg movie with the Olsen twins in it. With Holly, I forgot what it was. It was one of those,
it was with Kirstie Alley too.
Yeah.
I took my son to it when it came out.
Yeah, so and she started talking about how much money they're making through their fashion, and I was like, it's really weird. I don't think I've seen one piece or anything that says what they're unless they name the brand something completely opposite.
I think it's like the Mary Kate and Ashley collection.
But I'm saying I've never seen it.
Well, you just don't know it. We're guys.
What is it?
Is
it literally called Mary Kate and Ashley?
I believe
Olsen's
so.
Collection or
yeah,
something?
I think it's the Mary Kate and Ashley collection.
Because that's the kind of thing that I get surprised when you connect dots like that, and it's something that I've already known, but not because of that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when who was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. The guy who owns Patron, who started Patron, was already a real successful business person, and it was not. He didn't become successful because of Patron. And when I was reading about how the history of Patron, I was like, I recognize that billionaire name, and it was a billionaire already. I'm like, well, okay, that's kind of funny, but then again, makes sense.
Yes,
but
alas, the entire Kardashian empire is because the mother had a release to the public a sex tape that featured her daughter.
See, again, that's not the truth.
You're
enough. Fake news in it, and you've been doing that, and it's for that specific story,
but
it's never been proven.
But no, well, true, but to the extent that then let's take.
I know you're on the
let's take
coincidence
mother
conspiracy.
Out of it. We'll take the mother out of it.
You're on the coincidence.
We know
We've
the
talked about
Kardashians
this
now
in depth. We even did a timeline of it.
We know the Kardashians now because of the sex tape. Otherwise, they just would have been the ex-family of Robert Kardashian, who was an O.J. Simpson lawyer.
Well, I think it's because the Paris Hilton void needed to be filled.
Exactly. Well, that was you have a Kardashian matriarch saying, "Hey, wait a minute, it worked for her."
Well, no, I think because remember when she was really popular and then all of a sudden she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that was because the Page Six people were like they literally had a conversation about we need to find somebody who's more accessible because no one can touch the Hilton family. It's getting to that point where the Hilton family now is like, don't do this, don't say this.
Yeah, because when you're an hotel heiress, she
don't
literally is a Hilton.
Well, what it is that billionaire people who we talk about who no one knows about. That's who contacted them because they don't want to be in the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, good call on that. But yeah, so if you don't feel like helping people, with blankets and food for this Christmas time, then go to Kylie Jenner's GoFundMe account. Help her raise that
going back
final
on
million.
this is my question, and then I want to talk about what do you think is the right decision. We're talking about that Papa John's guy, and everyone everything that pretty much is associated with Papa John's sponsorships, whatever, is everyone's reneging them. Is that how you say it?
Well, yeah, they're
okay. But so this is my question: the mayor of this town, of the town where Papa John is from, is sending back money that he donated for the gym. So what's weird to me about that is, so who's going to pay for the gym?
They'll find someone else. It's a deal will have already been made from someone else to fill that void. Oh yeah,
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really wondering that. And I was like, I feel like that's kind of a silly move unless you have a backup.
Yeah, no, exactly. They had to have a backup in place before they did. Yeah, absolutely. You can't do that. Think about it, because he may have given a lot of money for this gym, but he wasn't the only one. And permits had to be, you have to get permits and things like that you could, we're not going to put a building up here after all. No, you made commitments to architecture firms.
Well,
construction firms.
I'm interested to see who steps in situations like that.
It'll be, well, here's the thing. It'll be an opportunist and a giving soul, all wrapped into one bundle. Someone who's got the money to, when I say someone, I mean an individual or an entity that has the ability to step in and give a lot of money, but also has the desire to.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there you go on that.
But then again, we don't really know.
We don't know for sure.
Are you ready for soccer this weekend?
Yeah, I'm bummed about England, but so the final two teams are going in.
That was really funny. Did you see they kind of deleted it from the internet? Did you see them try to score while they're celebrating?
No, I missed that.
It was really funny. There's 3 English players tried to do it while they scored that second goal.
Cool. What? So who are the final 2 teams going in?
France and Croatia.
Okay, who are you taking?
I have no idea. I think it's going to be, one thing I love about this, and I hope it's going to happen, is fights. I hope it's going to be like a tie. And it's going to be battling back and forth. I do not want an upset, because those are so boring.
Right. Oh yeah. Once the writing's on the wall.
Neutral, I want it to be 1-1 all the way to extra time, and then one person scores at the very beginning of extra time, and then it's just a fight. That's what I love.
Well, tell you what, I'll take Croatia because that DNA test I just found out had a little bit of Balkan in me, which could include that. So I'll take Croatia.
Okay, that's fine.
And we'll see how it goes.
Has there been anything else in the news that you kind of like before we take our break?
Well, yeah, there are a couple of things that just really caught my eye. Some kind of bad news for some. The perils of twerking. Do you know what twerking is?
That's a type of dance, right?
Well,
is it considered a dance?
Well, yeah. If you can put dance in finger quotes, it's where you kind of bend over and jiggle your posterior, rhythmically and swiftly. Well, apparently there was a twerking incident where one woman twerked on another woman. So the other woman, named Latasha Barrett, ended up being charged with malicious wounding for biting off the finger or fingertip of the twerker.
I'll say that again
Okay.
slowly.
So person A, who's unnamed, decided to twerk on Latasha. Latasha took exception to it, got into it with her, and ended up biting off her fingertip.
Okay, I thought you meant the butt bit it off. And I was like, wait a second, how's that possible?
You know, there are movies about that.
Yeah.
You need to watch Teeth if you want to see one of the most messed up movies in history.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you should watch it. So bad news for not only Latasha, because she's going to be the I bit off a twerker's finger lady, but also I feel bad for the lady. But this is good news. This is amazingly good news, especially for me. Apparently, several studies have been, and this I got this off of Reuters Health. So this is like very respected health news outlet. 12 studies were done to compare all different kinds of liquids on what best benefits someone post-workout. People like Gatorade for electrolytes or water or vitamin water, this and that. They have determined, many of these reports have determined that on many levels, chocolate milk is best for post-exercise rehydration recovery.
I feel like those kind of studies.
I believe in God all over.
I feel like
again
those
now.
kind of studies change every 20 years.
Well, yeah, think about it. I grew up when eggs are good. Eat 30 eggs a day because they're good.
But now they're good now.
But
they're bad, and now they're good.
But then there was, no, they're cholesterol. They're bad. Then there's good and bad cholesterol. And there's, eggs are good. Eggs are bad. No, they're from chickens. And so you never know where they are. When I was directing the show, I was talking with two guys who are both in the health industry. One's an actual healthcare provider. The other's a personal trainer. I was like, hey guys, I could really use losing, another 10 pounds. I could lose 10 pounds off the gut. What's the best way to do it? And they had two rapidly different answers on this. And they just weren't coming. I mean, it was a pleasant conversation, but they were like very sweetly saying, oh no, you're full of poopy. No, you're full of poopy. This is a fad diet. Oh no, it's a this and that. And I'm thinking, okay, it really depends on who you ask.
Do you think this is why we don't have pills that supplement for food yet?
Is this like from the Ziegler and Evans in the year 2525 where they sing about one day we're just going to take everything in a pill?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen.
Okay, cool.
And being a Pez dispenser.
Yeah. 9:53. We're going to take a quick break, but I got a question for everybody listening. How much would you pay to go to space? Well, there's sneak reports from Reuters, the credible website that is credible, is Jeff Bezos apparently has a price.
Can we afford it?
So when we come back,
we're
going to talk about it.
Tell me.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
9:57. Welcome back, Mornings Lone Star. Having a great time. We got some folks from Willis 9U baseball team talking about the Dixie World Series coming up in a couple of weeks, but they're doing a fundraiser this weekend at the Conroe Academy. So we're going to have them on the phone around 10:15, but until then, we're going to talk about flying to space.
Flying to space.
All right. So I kind of teased that a report came out for Jeff Bezos' plan to charge people for his space rides. It's from Reuters, which is everyone knows is like the top tier reporting true news. They never lie ever. So tickets will be charged. At what price do you think? I'm going to give you everyone about 10 seconds. They can go to facebook.com/morningslonestar, go to MW Lone Star, put it in on the Facebook live feed. I'll read it out. Or Sean, what do you think it costs?
A nice round number. I'm going to say 10,000.
Okay.
And I have nothing to base that on. It just sounds like it makes it accessible to enough people, but rich enough that not everyone's going to hop on board.
Okay. And all right, I'll just tell you.
Okay.
$200,000.
What?
To go to space.
Now, is that because I'm thinking it's one of those supersonic airplanes that actually go up to the upper stratosphere to where you're technically in space.
Like you're going to space.
So, like outer space, like you're going to float in zero gravity and have to wear a spacesuit if you want to go outside.
Yeah.
Is it like you go up, you spend an hour, and you come back down?
Even crazier.
What?
SpaceX last year, and I think this is where it comes to billionaire fight, is travel. So SpaceX announced last year, if you didn't know, it's called BFR. It's travel between the Earth places. So basically, if it takes under an hour to go anywhere on Earth.
Gotcha. New York to
anywhere.
Beijing.
It's going to be under an hour.
Okay.
Under an hour, and it's a spaceship, basically. You go up, and then you go down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so they're going to say they're trying to make it cost as much as an airplane ticket.
Well, just supply and demand. If enough people sign up for it, you don't have to charge them an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
$200,000 to go into, man, that better be worth it.
Well, I was thinking, how many people would really do that? I bet a lot of people would do that.
They would, but also what you can afford. It's like, yesterday on the ticket stuff, we were talking about the new Jurassic Park movie, and I'm thinking, how much do we think tickets to Jurassic? What's a family 4-pack to Jurassic Park going to cost?
You've been around for a while.
Yes, I'm
old.
I've
been around for a while, but I would love to talk to a traveler, like a long-time traveler, because it's almost like they don't say, hey, we're going to charge X amount of dollars for a plane ticket. What we're going to do is we're going to charge a percentage of what the average person makes at that current time, no matter what. We're never going to go above it or below. We might, 0.01 below, 1.01 above, but it's never going to exceed a ridiculous amount. So, for example, I've always had it in my mind to travel to England costs up to $10,000 there and back.
Mm-hmm.
Has it always been equivalent to $10,000?
Well, it depends on what you fly and when you fly.
So 20 years ago, was it $10,000?
No, but it was dollar equivalent.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I started thinking about that.
The percentage.
Okay, so now it's expected to pay, the average American or person in the world.
Yeah, those who say, in the good old days, I could get a candy bar for a nickel and a Coke for a dime? Absolutely. And your maximum household income was $10,000 a year.
So,
and a house costs $30,000
yeah.
and a car costs $6,000.
What has not aged well with that kind of scaling? I don't think anything. I think everything just kind of balances it out.
Well, I'll tell you what hasn't aged well is phone charge. Think about it, because now we're so integrated with our smartphones that, in the days of the landline, you paid, $6.99 a month. If you wanted long distance, it was,
I actually think those prices are the same.
But that's what I'm saying. Our means of communication, that was how we communicated. So it was nothing. Now people are paying hundreds of dollars a month for the exact same service, but just the convenience of, I can also
it's an
Google
additional service. It's not the exact same.
But we
service.
were able to do without it for free, meaning we could call the weather service, we could call the speaking clock, we could go call the library and have them look up something for us.
Do you think that's more of one of those ideas that as we advance as a society, is it always for the better? Like, for example, in Europe, they never had cup holders in their cars. Post or pre like 1990 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like all European cars didn't have cup holders.
Right.
And that was a American thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now pretty much every car has a cup holder in it.
Right.
Is that for the better or is that for the worse? I know that's a weird
I think it's for the better personally, because without a cup holder, you're going to have a cup of coffee or a cup of iced something your lap.
Well, I'm saying, you're talking about a thing where should we even have water or anything in the car because that's a distraction?
No, I think you should, because you could be driving for hours on end and you get hydrated.
Or do you think it's because the automatic transmission became more popular? Because if you think about the way cars were made back then, a lot of them were stick shift.
Mm-hmm.
Which typically required your attention with your right hand or left hand, depending on what country you're from.
Right.
And
stick shifts are kind of like the millennial anti-theft device. Have you noticed that?
Well, of course. I mean, no one would ever be able to do that. But I'm saying, like, that's why you didn't have a cup holder, because you didn't have time to drink. Like, it didn't seem conceivable to always have a cup. Or
also understand in most European countries or Asian countries, there's not much of a commute. First off, they're set up for mass transit, the trains, the buses, whatnot. But also, in America, we have the distance thing. Remember, England is pretty much the size of California. So you can go from one end of the country to the other in less than a day. In Texas, it takes us days just to get to one coast or the other. Or, you're in the middle of the country.
I understand.
So England and Asia can throw around years, history. 3,000 years ago we had this, or we can track this back 5,000 years or 2,000 years or 1,000 years. And when I lived in England, I went to the oldest church still standing, and it was well over 1,000 years old. And in America, we have no history on that. There's Native American history, obviously, that could go back, but that was, yes, I'm afraid it got pretty much wiped out by the white man. So sorry. So as a result, we don't have much of a history, but we have distances instead. We can say, okay, so you're going to drive for 500 miles this way, turn left, go 800 miles, turn that way, and still be in the United States, where there's no country in Europe, with the exception of Russia, obviously, or China in Asia, that has that distance. But in Russia and China, you don't travel hundreds or thousands of miles for pleasure.
Okay.
We do in America. We will vacation 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 miles away. We will fly from LA to Orlando. We will fly from New York to San Francisco, or drive, or hop in an RV, or take Route 66, or just take Route 66 because it's there. We're unique in that we're pretty much the only country in the universe that has that. How did we get on this topic?
Talking about the advancements of technology.
Advancements of the cup holder.
The cup holder. It changed the way we think.
Oh, well, see, right along with the phone is TV.
Yeah.
TV was free for decades.
Well, I also think that was someone who saw potential profit.
Right. Well, then the government
changed the way we access that.
Then and this is both Bush and Obama. So, this is, I don't like either of these guys as a result, taking out analog television.
Yeah, they sold it.
With that whole, we got to go all digital, but you can still use if you want your channels, you can keep your channels with a digital antenna, and they're horrible. Think about it. In the old days when there was a hurricane
they're not horrible. If you live in the area that is broadcasting, they're fine. But anyway, like up here, it'd be kind of hard to get it.
Exactly. I just felt, and I'm sure there's reasoning for it, but in the old days, in case of disaster, you have to have an electric power supply now to watch emergency news. You have to have a cable box or a digital antenna, which has to be plugged into a wall outlet along with your TV that has to be. And we had little small portable TVs that were battery powered or even crank powered, and you put on the rabbit ears.
We also
and you
weren't, in nuclear warfare kind of scenario.
But that's but don't need a nuclear warfare scenario. It's like there's a tornado coming. Where is it? I don't know because I don't
how
have
many
my,
people do you know
my cable
today that are hurricane ready? Are you hurricane ready?
Yeah, a lot more than I was 2 years ago. I'll tell you that.
What hurricane ready preparedness are you?
Knowing where it is, let's say your cable goes out in a storm.
Okay, so what would you do?
When the old days, I would have hauled out my portable TV that was battery powered, turn it on, and get the weather report.
What do you have today? I'm talking about you.
And nowadays, I have a phone, but after Ike, my phone was out for 10 days because I was off the AT&T grid, as it were. So I would actually have to walk 3 miles to I-45 from my apartment so I could get a signal just to find out. Yeah. So those are the things that nowadays we pay hundreds for TV, which used to be free, and we pay hundreds for phone service, which for all intents and purposes was near free. So that's the things that didn't age well.
Yeah, that's for sure. But space travel is going to be aging well.
I want to go.
$200,000.
Take a check? Not from me.
How many credit cards would that take? Ugh.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're going to...
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. It's 10:07. We got the Willis 9U baseball team who's doing a fundraiser this weekend at Academy. Going to be talking to one of the coaches and talk about their success of last weekend's tournament. Now they're going to the Dixie World Series. So stick around, guys. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, this is Jamie from Green River Ordnance. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable, hardworking, enthusiastic, motivated, cooperative, respectful, and punctual? Conroe Independent School District Special Education Department can meet your needs by connecting you with potential employees that have been preparing for a lifetime of employment. We have numerous individuals seeking paid and unpaid work experiences. If your company is interested in seeing how we can meet your business needs, call Conroe ISD Special Education Department to find the best employees for you at 936-709-7671.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632. 7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Hispanic Chamber Connections with Dr. Carlos Sanchez, president of the Woodlands Conroe Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, featuring event announcements, member highlights, and more. Tuesdays at 1 p.m., broadcasting from the heart of Conroe, Texas on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Welcome back. We're jamming on a Friday afternoon, Friday the 13th, and we don't care. We're going to go out and find black cats and throw them in each other's paths. We're going to walk under ladders. What else are we going to do that's just really bad luck? We're going to say good luck. We're not going to say break a leg. We're going to say good luck to the cast of Musical Comedy Murders of 1940 and Willy Wonka, because we're crazy on Friday the 13th at morning.
I always like doing that kind of stuff to theater actors because it's like always half and half of the room going, oh, why would you say that?
Well, there are some superstitions that I'm a firm believer in. The Macbeth curse, I'm a firm believer in the Macbeth curse. And I will send cast members outside to turn around 3 times and spit over their shoulder if they say that word in a production
What's
Macbeth.
the word?
Macbeth.
Really? If you say that word
if you say that word in a theater that's not putting on or producing Macbeth at that time,
that's
it's
weird.
Considered bad luck. And I've seen this curse go down, man. I've seen bad things happen.
What's the worst thing that happened?
Basically a 2-story flat, a facade. It was a production of
This is real.
A funny thing, yeah, this is for real.
Is real.
Country Playhouse put on a production of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And so the set was this almost, 20-foot tall, very tall, 2-story facade of these Roman buildings. And the guy playing Hysterium, who had said the word earlier, and everyone's freaking out, told him to go outside and he's like, I don't believe in that stuff. He goes running through one of the doorways, right? He's wearing a toga.
Okay.
The toga catches on a nail or something sticking out that no one had ever noticed before. It rips right off of him. So he runs on his, well, he's wearing boxer shorts underneath. But as he's standing there, because he stops, so he's still in the doorway just in front of it. And the force of what he did made the set wobble, and it just came crashing down in front of him, around him. He's still standing in the doorway. And things were leading up to that, too. It was, I have seen
Don't
this
say Macbeth
in
this
action.
weekend, guys.
Right. But no, I will say, jokes aside, and I only said good luck because we're not in the theater, but I will say break legs, and audiences, you want to come see this. I'm going to try and go on Sunday to go see the final performance of the Musical Comedy Murders of 1940.
Yes, this weekend.
Yep, Friday and Saturday.
Willy Wonka.
Tonight, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Sunday at 2 o'clock. For both shows, you got Willy Wonka at the CrichtonTheater.org.
Fantastic.
Or owentheater.com for Musical Comedy Murders.
Let's move on to something that's really more important.
What's more important than theater, Dick?
Local baseball.
What?
I mean, yes.
What?
Yeah. Did you know that the Willis Youth Athletic Association is heading towards the 9U All-Stars, is heading to the Dixie World Series next weekend in Center, Texas?
Get out of here.
That's right. We're going to have Matt on the phone. Matt, are you there?
I am here.
Hey, Matt. Matt is a coach for for the Willis Youth Athletic Association 9U All-Stars, and you guys are trying to raise funds this weekend to cover travel and lodge and all that kind of stuff, right?
That's correct. Yes, it will be at the Academy in Conroe, starting around 9:30 tomorrow, and we'll also be at the Jack in the Box on the side of the road, basically begging for money on the side of the road.
And there's also a GoFundMe, folks, and we're going to include that link here on our Facebook and YouTube live. So if you want to go or check our Facebook group out. Now, Matt, I want to ask you, the Willis Youth Athletic Association, what is that and how long has it been around? And tell me anything about it.
Well, the Willis Youth Athletic Association has been around for a long time. I wish I could tell you exactly how long, but they've been a part of the Dixie League for since their beginning. There's the folk. I wasn't raised in Willis, but a lot of the coaches that I coach with played ball there when they were little. So it's been around for at least 30 or more years.
Okay. Wow. And then the 9U is, I'm just guessing it's 9 years old.
They're all 9 years old. Yes, sir.
All of them. So no 10 years old, no 8-year-olds.
Well, they might have turned 10 years. The cutoff date's May 1st. So some of the kids might have turned 10.
I thought you just kick them out. I thought you kick them out right when they hit 10.
Yeah, there's no ringers in there. There's no 16-year-old ringers in there, right?
Well,
no.
Well,
only the team we played last week. They seem to have a couple of kids that look like they might not be 9. But
is that hey Matt? Is that a real deal?
9-year-old shave,
Matt. Is that a real deal? Do like parents get that serious about like birth certificates and stuff at this level?
Oh yeah, they're required to have birth certificate to play. So they're all 9 years old.
That's great. So the Willis Youth Athletic Association, for those who are in the Willis area or surrounding, can kids get involved? Like, do you not just do 9 years? Do you do other ages or do you other sports?
We start off, so the Willis Youth Athletic Association starts off at 4 years old. That's playing K-ball all the way to 14U. So they're 14 years old.
4 to 14. What is what's K-ball?
So K-ball is kind of like T-ball, but we don't keep score. So it's for the little kids to basically learn how to play baseball, come out. And,
I honestly thought that's all T-ball. So you actually have a T-ball league that you keep score?
So T-ball is competitive in Willis. So we compete, and they go. I think it was 3 years ago they went to the World Series as well.
Holy cow!
So hold on, I'm trying to get a scale of this. So 4 to 14, and the 14 is kids pitch, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they're not T-ball.
Okay, no, I'm just curious because I played youth baseball, fall and spring ball and stuff like that. But it's always different. There was always T-ball, and then it was dad's pitch, and then it was machine pitch, and then it was.
See, for me, I'm old, so it was
machine pitch
always
was like a year. I think that was like more of the controversial years.
Well, when I was in Little
kids
League,
pitch.
you started like 7 or 8, and we threw our own balls.
Yeah, y'all don't do machine pitch isn't a thing anymore, right?
We don't. It is, but we don't do machine pitch. We have coach pitch for the 7 and 8 year olds, and then once they turn 9, they go to coach pitch. I mean, they go to kid pitch.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured because I remember when I was growing up, it was like, are we going to do it this year or not? And like all the parents were getting upset. But
so these kids that are going off to this is the Dixie World Series. Am I hearing that right?
That's correct.
And talks about that. What exactly is that? Because it sounds awesome.
So the Dixie World, it's the regional World Series. So Dixie puts it on for the 9U, and there's going to be other teams there as well. There's going to be the T-ballers are going to be there, and the 11U team. So there's going to be 47 teams total among all the age groups.
Oh.
And it's 4 states. It's Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. And each one's bringing their top 2 or 3 teams to come compete and see who can win out for the championship.
So this is always an argument between Sean and I about baseball. Why did they dub it the World Series? Why did they decide to do that?
Well, it's exciting for the kids. It's also, the World Series is it's the finale. It's the end. So that they have to give it a name that means the end.
Well, I meant in the grand scheme of baseball. Like, why is the Major League Baseball call it the World Series when it's
not the American Series?
Yeah, not the MLB, series or
because it's so popular. Seriously, it's just like this is our sport.
Okay,
baseball is it's like jazz is the only like American music style.
Well, yeah, because hockey has the Stanley Cup, which is considered the final, and then football has the Super Bowl.
Well, that's the Heisman Trophy, technically.
No, it's not.
I thought the winner of the Super Bowl didn't they get a big trophy? It's called a something trophy.
The Lombardi.
Lombardi.
Yeah. Well, okay. Obviously,
but they call it like the final. They call it the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to understand the World Series, but it's not a big deal to me. I think it's great that these kids are there, and that's got to be intense. So 9 years, is that kids pitch or is that? Did he say dad's? Or what is it?
It is kid pitch.
Man.
And we've got about eight pitchers on the team that can actually pitch the ball pretty good.
That's incredible. I'm going to boast here. I love pitching, but I was always the closer because I always pitched so slow that we always put the fast people in. They're all used to these fast pitchers, and when I go in, it barely cross the plate, and it's easy to strike out. It's good, easy to strike out.
My only little league success story is I'm so short, and I was even shorter. I mean, like way short as a kid that my strike zone, if I hunched over the plate, was like literally 1.5 inches. So I just walk. They walked me to first, and then they put in a designated runner.
For those listening, I want to know, how can we help you guys out? I know y'all doing a fundraiser. You said at the Conroe Academy starting at 9, right?
Correct. Not about 9:30.
9:30, and then the Jack in the Box in Willis
around the same time, around 9:30.
And basically, you want people to just bring you money?
Just come by. We're gonna be handing out water at Academy, so we'll hand you out of water, and if you can come by and want to give a donation, or just come by and cheer us on, give us some support, shake our hands. We would love to see it.
There you go.
That's
okay,
great. A great way to help youth. I mean,
how many total kids are in this team?
There's 12 kids on the team.
Okay, that's awesome. So you're going to be facing the World Series, Dixie World Series in Center, Texas next weekend. What's after that? Is there anything after that? That's the end, like you said.
That's the end of the season for us. That's so we're hoping to come away with a championship and bring it home to Willis, and that'll be the end of the season that we can tout all year long.
And then, folks, there's a GoFundMe campaign now. If anyone's interested in the Willis Youth Athletic Association, where can we go? Where can we find more information about that?
So I wish I had I wasn't prepared to have the website online, but if you search Google for Willis Youth Athletic Association, it'll pull up our website. You can also search for WYAA Baseball, and you can find us on Facebook under WYAA Baseball.
Awesome.
Okay,
well, best of luck to you and the boys on this. Is awesome to hear. And when you guys return victorious, let us know, and we'll lean on the mayor of Willis to get a parade going.
Heck yeah, I'm in. Let's do that.
All right.
Matt, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck, or break a leg, or whatever.
No, they can say good luck.
They can say good luck to those guys. Okay, good.
Yeah, y'all are talking curses beforehand. We're going to avoid that.
Oh, that's right. Baseball people are really superstitious.
You're right.
Too.
Hello,
oh, man.
You make fun of me with my superstition.
Man, well, Matt, we wish you guys luck and all the guys, and I can't wait to hear about this. Is next weekend, folks. So just remind folks, we're listening to right now is Matt's one of the coaches of the Willis Youth Athletic Association's baseball team, 9U, which are going to the World Series, Dixie World Series next weekend, and they need your help. They have a GoFundMe account. They're raising money for travel and lodge. They're going to be in person, signing autographs, doing all that cool stuff over there at the Academy in Conroe at 9:30, and then also at the Jack in the Box in Willis. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
And we'll talk to you later, man.
Y'all have a good one.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. It is 10:23. We're going to do a quick sponsor break. If you didn't know, this morning's Lone Star is brought to you by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning here in the Montgomery County area. We're broadcasting live on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and worldwide at irlonestar.com at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios. We will be right back after this short message.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture. Learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families, Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Hello, welcome back. 10:26 on the dot on Friday the 13th.
Cool.
I remember watching the first one that came out. Did you ever see the TV series?
No.
It had nothing to do with Jason or the Hockey Master or anything like that, Camp Crystal Lake. It was a great, in Fox's early days when they were trying out different series.
Mm-hmm.
There's these young couple, they were cousins, and you find out that their grandfather or granduncle or something had a Louis Vendredi, and Vendredi, of course, is French for Friday, had sold his soul to the devil to own the store with all these cursed curios. And so their job is to actually go out and get these curios returned to the shop and put in the magic vault to protect them from evil. And it started off kind of chintzy, but I enjoyed it. It ran for like 2 or 3 years, and decent show. But again, had absolutely nothing to do with Jason Voorhees or his mom, who, as we all know, was the killer in the first movie, not Jason. And Jason didn't get the hockey mask till the third movie.
I've never seen it, so you just ruined the first one for me?
Okay, there's like, it came out like 30 something years ago, so I think there's a spoiler moratorium is like long over.
Okay.
Yeah. They even had that in what was the movie with Drew Barrymore? Scream.
Yeah.
You know, where the bad guy's talking to Drew Barrymore at the beginning, says, answer this correctly, we'll let you live, but answer it wrong and I'll kill you. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th? And she goes, Jason Voorhees. I'm like, nah, it was the mother. And she gets brutally murdered as a result. So yeah, that was a messed up movie. But going on from Friday the 13th, let's talk about some local news. So we were talking with Mike, who's the coach for the WYAA, Willis Youth Athletic Association, the Willis Youth All-Stars, who this weekend are putting up a fundraiser because they go into the Dixie World Series next weekend. That is
pretty
so
cool.
Yeah, that is way cool. And we were kind of like half joking, but I'm like half serious. They win this thing. We got to talk to the mayor of Willis and get some kind of a parade or city recognition thing going for these kids. Because I just love it when youth is getting together and doing stuff for a good cause. And
especially when they crush the other team.
When they crush
I love
the
it when people
snot
get
out of them.
crushed.
Yeah. Take no prisoners, boys. I didn't ask. Is this an all-boys team? Have they gone co-ed with?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine that starts at one point, but it just says Willis Youth Baseball.
Well, when I say good luck, boys, I'm going to throw in there good luck, boys, and
Just
girls
in
if you're there,
case.
just in case. But go for that. Another local news. So the Montgomery County Community Foundation, MCCF, has announced that nonprofits throughout Montgomery County can apply to them for grants that are coming up. They have till September 15th. They have to supply the proper documentation and grant requests through September 15th. You want to go to, if you're a nonprofit in Montgomery County and or servicing Montgomery County, you're eligible potentially for grants from MCCF, Montgomery County Community Foundation. So you want to point your browser to mccfoundation.org, MCC, Montgomery County Community Foundation.org/funds, or just go to the main page and there will be a link and apply. We got some great nonprofits. We were talking about Intercept Ministries. We had them on earlier today. The Willis Youth Athletic Association. I'm sure they're a nonprofit. Lots of great nonprofits around here. So you guys deserve some money. So go get it. And also locally, Raymond McDonald got sworn in the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, placed for Conroe City Council. He brought the wife and kids and raised the hand and swore eternal fealty. I think he had to take a blood oath, where they sliced his hand with a blade and made it drip onto the burning pages of the Necronomicon. Or maybe he just said, I'll do it. I don't know. I wasn't there. Were you there? We need to support our city council more.
Well, they always do it at odd times. It's like no one has time for that. Kind of like why like people protest. It's like, man, y'all should protest at like a more convenient time for people who are working.
All right.
I always wondered that. Like,
Protest between midnight and 3 a.m.
Well, I mean, like, do that on Saturdays. Like, majority of people are off work and they have time to really give you a lot of effort. No.
So, who do you feel sorry for this week? Has anything happened in like the news or something where you just kind of feel sorry for someone? Like, I do not feel sorry for the nursing student / aspiring Instagram model who decided to take a whole bunch of Instagram pictures of her swimming with sharks, and her arm got like bitten by a shark. I don't feel sorry for this gal because he kind of deserved it.
Didn't you ask me we're supposed to feel sorry for somebody?
That's who I don't feel sorry for. So who do you feel sorry for this week? I'll tell you who I feel sorry for. There is this poor waitress at an Applebee's in Atlanta, Georgia. And she apparently accidentally bumped into this table of 4 women of questionable repute, I guess I could say. And they took exception to her bumping into them. And it wasn't like, stomping on their feet. It was a, oops, sorry. They proceeded to get up, cut her, grabbed a knife and cut her on the arm, and then proceeded to beat the holy snot out of her.
You mean the knife from
the steak knife? Yeah.
Is there a video of this?
I think there is. There's something, or at least a news report. So just...
I mean, they must have known each other because there's no way that random act of violence.
No, but here's
way.
No, because I got to say, if they did know her, then they'd already be arrested already. They continued beating down on this woman. Allegedly, I'll say the allegedly part, stole her apron with her $200 or $300 worth of tips in it. And when people going, we're calling the cops, they just walked out and then drove away.
Yeah, there's a video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are doing the SmackDown. So I feel sorry because, first off, no one wakes up early on the morning and go, yeah, I get to work at Applebee's for the next 18 hours. No one does that. People bitching about, I need $15. I think, okay, they're griping about, sorry. I don't know if you can say the other word, but they're griping about making $15 an hour at McDonald's. Waiters still get like $2.10 an hour. $2.25 an hour. This is below minimum wage because they say your tips are supposed to make up for it. So they get paid worse than that.
That's insane.
And
This is a real video.
Yeah, if you see this woman getting smacked down, so I feel sorry for this nameless waitress, and I hope she gets. This is where you get to sue the pants off of someone civilly, not because you're offended of something, but because they smashed you down. That's who I feel sorry for. Is there anyone out there you feel sorry for?
I would say the Belgium team.
What happened to the Belgian team?
They lost.
Well,
and they lost in
they had a 50-50 chance.
They lost in a fashion that I don't like it when I see teams play like that.
What happened to them?
Well, like there's a lot of time wasting. There's a lot of fouls. There's a lot of like basically flopping. Because there's a lot of calls in the game that were like, really, ref, like start doing something about these people who are just falling over every time they get touched, or the time wasting and things like that. Because that it ruins the spirit of the game, especially for games that have so much value to it, like a semifinal in the World Cup. I mean, like all it takes is a couple red cards for somebody kicking the soccer ball away from the other player. That's literally what a player did, was like kept it away from another player. It wasn't like, oh, I'm acting like a doofus and I fell over and I'm holding on to the ball. Like he literally was just kicking it like just away from the player, trying to get the ball back so he could throw it in. And it just takes one red card. And I don't ever do that again.
Yep. Got to agree with you on that one. It is funny. I'm sure on YouTube, I think you even told me about it. Isn't there like a best hits of people taking dives?
So yeah, what it's called is they have a trophy called like the Balloon Day something. It's some French word, but then they have like Balloon Day Floor or something like that for the people who fall all the time. And it's like, and there's even funnier videos where it's kind of in bad taste where there's gunshots. So it's like they get sniped out of nowhere and you see them just like grab their face or, that kind of stuff. And what's strange to me, though, I wonder this more of the psychology side of sports or professional sports is why is that the only sport that I can think of that it is not rampant? I don't want to sound like I'm blowing it up, but like it's normal. It's normal in the sport, but like there's so many other sports that are full contact sports that you can easily fake. But they don't.
Well, I'm starting to catch more whiffs. I don't watch a lot of professional basketball. In fact, I watch almost zero. But I have noticed what little I've watched is there are more if someone gets bumped into, they fall to the ground and they make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, but
do you think in 5 years basketball is going to be the same way, where someone touches someone else?
I think if it's because basketball also does kind of confuse me sometimes, because when it comes down to the technical fouls and stuff,
Mhm.
where it's like you just touch a person, everyone's just shooting free throws. That's why I hate in playoff basketball, like the last 2 minutes of any game, because it's just like, oh, this guy touched him, give him two shots. Because it gets really long and drawn out. But I like, in football, I'm surprised. I guess there's just not time for that because you're already getting slammed into each other. There's no way to like step on someone's hand and pretend you hit them in the face and all this kind of stuff. Because in soccer, it really does. It's so funny. And now you started seeing the Neymar deal, and Neymar's now becoming a well-known name to be a faker. They're making like, have you not seen the?
I've heard.
There's some really funny ads are going around the world. Like there's an ad in, I think it's a KFC ad in India. You can look it up, and basically it has this guy rolling through India. And then when he finally gets to a KFC, he gets up and he's like, oh, and then that's, but he gets fouled in a soccer game. And he's just sitting there rolling. And then, but yeah. And I wonder, especially with a guy who's trying to build a world brand like Neymar. Neymar is probably one of the most well-paid. He has the highest transfer. I think like some team paid $200 million for him. So it's a lot of money, and he has a brand. And then all of a sudden, kind of like Papa John's, in the blink of an eye, people were like, you know what? He's not a good player because he literally falls all the time.
Right. Takes a dive. He falls faster than Paris on the eve
So
of
that's
World
why I
War
feel
II.
sorry for the Belgium team. I really thought they were the better team. And unfortunately, in soccer, you can play in any style you want as long as you win. And that's really what came down to, is they wanted the French team won, and they wanted to win, and they used their tactics to win. So
there you go. Well, okay. Well, we'll have Saturday, right? Tomorrow is the final.
Well, tomorrow is the third place, which I still kind of figure out, like,
That's right.
What's the coach room kind of like about that? Like, what's the motivation to play this game?
It's an honor to be nominated.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's
because typically
good
they do games like this to do something for the next season.
Mhm.
So it's like if you get third place, you get a better placement or whatever. But I really don't think there's any. You might get paid more, but like,
and FIFA makes more money, so it's just one of those.
Well, I know,
It's a tradition thing.
I get, but I'm talking about like, what's the motivation behind the players?
Well, could it be like the Miss America pageant, that if the two winners, something happens to them, then people who came in third, they get to assume the
I
crown?
guess that means. I mean, I don't know if there's actually a chance of that, but
you want to watch a version of soccer kind of stuff where you don't have a bunch of girly men on the field grabbing their shins or heads. Watch either rugby or Australian rules football. These guys can actually lose a limb on the field and still get up and say, it's the
well,
flesh
that's what I'm
wound.
saying. Like it's almost like that is the mentality of training. So that's not just like an individual players getting away with it. I think that's almost
part of
school
practice is how to roll effectively.
I mean, I can imagine being a referee in soccer because things are so technical. You can't really see everything, and maybe that's why football doesn't.
You also got to be able to explain the offsides rule.
Well, I mean, but also maybe that's why they don't do it in football, because it's such a chaotic thing going on.
Mhm.
There's no way to tell if this guy pokes this guy's eye
Mhm.
unless you literally go to review. And in soccer now they're starting doing this is the first World Cup where they do the VAR, and it's helped out a lot for like goals, and fouls.
Because you got to feel for these refs and stuff. I mean, think about it. As you said, it's so chaotic. You don't know where you're looking. You're going to see someone like taking a dive, and it's like, well, I don't know if he's faking this or
now they can.
Now they can. So I'm all for that. I remember when the instant replay first came out, and the country was split right down the middle.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like voter ID kind of. You had two arguments that were diametrically opposed, and no one was meeting in the middle. But here we are, decades later. They're part of the norm.
Well, it's working.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's who I feel sorry for.
Okay.
If there's a listener who wants to let us know who they're feeling sorry for.
Who's your Friday pity?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll make that a new thing. As we go into the weekend, who do you just feel bad for?
Yeah. I don't know. Belgium's the only person I can think of. I do not feel sorry for Papa John's. That's for sure. And I do. You know what? I
exactly.
mean, I guess it's kind of crazy to think about working at a Papa John's, and then your CEO does something stupid. And this is why, you remember that argument we had about Jeff Bezos?
Mm-hmm.
I think the same thing can happen to him. I don't think there's a too big to fail situation.
Oh,
here.
no, not on the CEO.
Well, you said that. I go, what happens if like a Me Too thing happens with Jeff Bezos? Like,
Amazon will survive.
I mean,
and he'll golden parachute out. That was my thought. He's got enough money stashed away.
Because I don't see, if this thing gets worse, I don't see Papa John's doing too well. Because I guess it's also there's a competitor.
They're going to get bought out by Pizza Inn.
There's not really a competitor to Amazon.
CC's will buy exactly. CC's will buy out Papa John's in a heartbeat before anything bad happens. Hey, I like CC's.
No, I get you on
you
that.
Get your money's worth, man.
That's true. Is that place still open? Is there one still here?
Yeah, we got one in the Woodlands, man. 10:41 on a Friday the 13th. We're gonna break them out, and we're gonna come back for our final round.
Yeah,
before the
I'm
weekend.
Excited about it.
Yeah,
you listen to Lone Star Community Radio, Mornings of Lone Star. We'll be right back.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a nonprofit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
This is your brain. This is your brain on Mornings with Lone Star, Dick and Skippy. Any questions?
1044. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting live from the Lone Star Community Radio studios. Don't forget, we got more programming coming your way. We got a replay of the Extension Hour and all that good stuff. And the Rick, the Reluctant Cowboy, at 3 o'clock with your favorite rock and roll music. In our episodes here on Mornings Lone Star on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play. Tune in on your favorite podcast network or watch us live on YouTube and Facebook. You can rewatch those all the time. We were just talking about how sad we feel for people. Who's the sad person this week? I guess mine was the Belgium team.
Yours the Belgium team. Mine was the Applebee's waitress in Atlanta who got cut up and beat down for
I like how we
literally
didn't say
no reason.
we didn't say the cave folks, but
no, I
mean they're saved, so I'm happy for them.
Okay, this is gonna sound weird when I think about feeling sad or sorry for someone. I don't feel sorry for the brave Thai ex-Navy SEAL who perished trying to help these kids. I feel for the family. I feel sad for the family. I don't feel sorry because this guy is a hero. I mean, he went out doing. I wish I could go out half as heroically. When in reality, I'm probably going to trip over something and choke on a spoon of pudding, and that's what's going to kill me.
I can see it. I won't mourn. I'll be happy for your life. You lived a good one.
He lived a good life. I'm telling you. Hope you outlive me because you just got to see that the ex-wife section alone ought to be worth the price.
Man.
I'm telling you, it'd be great. But no, so I do feel sorry for the waitress because she didn't deserve it.
I want to ask you this because I was reading that there was an American in the semifinals, I think, of Wimbledon.
Okay.
Is that a big deal?
Yes. Wimbledon is the World Series of tennis.
It's the World Series.
It's the world. Yeah. Well, you win Wimbledon, you win it all.
Okay. Well, I knew it was a big deal. When I asked that question, folks, I didn't mean like, well, who cares, Ryan? It's not a big deal.
Yeah, well, because outside of the tennis world, you know.
Yeah, because in golf, I know the Masters is regarded as the World Series for golfers, but they actually have a PGA Tour circuit, which is more of a league, and I don't even know if the Masters is in that league. So I don't really know what, all I really care about is who gets paid the most that year. Because that to me is like the better golfer.
All I know is that the color they choose for the Masters jacket is the pukiest green I've ever seen.
Well, but and then golf is such a strange sport to me that you could be improving your game every day, but still shoot 110. So you ever notice
I'm presuming that's bad.
Well, yeah.
I have no concept
and like you
of
feel
golf
like
whatsoever.
you're doing better, but in the end score, it's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's one thing I was like, all right, to tell who the better golfer is, it's more of out of this year, how many tournaments do they play, and then what was their average score, and like who got paid most. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
But in tennis, I don't really know if they have a circuit. I don't know that world. Like I don't know cricket. I don't know how they even game starts. Do they start cricket with a whistle?
Oh, you mean like?
Yeah, like I have zero idea. How do they start the game of cricket? Is there a coin flip? Is there a whistle? Is there like
if memory serves, and it's been like 30 some odd years since I played cricket, I think the away team goes bowls first, and bowls is pitch, basically. No, there's no whistle. There's no. If you've ever seen a cricket game, there's nothing designed to make it more exciting. There's no cheerleaders. There's no beer commercials. There's no funky uniforms with logos or retro night. Yeah. So it starts and ends without fanfare. Now it's insanely popular. Don't get me wrong. I found it amazingly boring to play and watch when I was in school in England, and the rules I was just hard to wrap around. But think about it. You try to explain baseball or football to someone who's never really seen it before. It's really hard. What's the infield fly rule? What's the sacrifice bunt? Can you run if the catcher drops the ball on a strike, and all these rules that it's like trying to explain a TV show like Lost to someone halfway through the episode.
Well, we got him, and I think his name is it Jared Isner? But he's playing right now, and looks like I don't even know if I think he's losing, but I have no idea. But he's in it. He's in the Wimbledon, so good luck to that dude.
I remember.
When's the last time American won? Has American ever won?
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, to me, you know how everyone has like their favorite World Series game or Super Bowl or something? The Bjorn Borg, John McEnroe Wimbledon final. I was living in England when that went down, and it was two powerhouses. It was amazing. I'm not a tennis fan at all, but I got wrapped up in the world because leading up to it, John McEnroe was just not beloved by anyone in England whatsoever. He was just very abrasive, very in your face. And he kind of, used it to his advantage. And he went up against Bjorn Borg, who was kind of a favorite, a lot more marketable. And they were going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And all of a sudden, at one point, someone from the audience in Wimbledon called out, "Go, John, go, John," like cheering McEnroe. And people started picking it up, like, "Go, John." So, and that rallied him to beat Borg. Or Bjorg, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, he's won 5. That Borg guy apparently.
Yeah, Bjorn Borg was. We had Vitas Gerulaitis and Bjorn Borg and Chris Evert and Jimmy Connors.
Man, prize money winning that deal, almost $3 million.
Yeah, no, there's
who pays that?
Oh, sponsors. It's like golf. The purses are high up in golf.
Man.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the semifinals. So when's the final for that? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
Not sure. I've been out of the loop for a while.
Yeah, World Cup kind of dominates.
Mhm.
That's for sure. But okay, so we got to be wrapping up today's show. We want to say a special thanks to Intercept Ministries. Don't forget, when is their event? What's all that stuff? Do you know that stuff?
Next Friday the 20th, a week from today at the Magnolia Cowboy Church. $20 or a blanket that, listen to me, people, should, be equal to $20. Don't chintz out. Or you can underwrite, you can sponsor, you can buy a table.
From what I understood, they really wanted you to buy a ticket because that ticket gives you a raffle.
Right. Now, if you bring a blanket in, they'll give you like a raffle ticket too.
I didn't know. I don't know the rules. I wasn't paying attention at all during
Yeah.
that.
If you get in legally and officially, then you'll get in the raffle too.
So that's next weekend.
Friday, next Friday.
Next Friday. And don't forget, if you're looking for stuff to do this weekend, we got 3 events for you that are really hot and ready for you to have fun. 2 of them are theater productions. We have Comedy Musical Murders in 1940.
Very close. I'll
whatever.
allow it.
Happened at the Owen Theater. They were in. They had a great time. And it seems like a good show.
Mhm.
And then there's Willy Wonka next door with the Crichton Theater. So that's going on this weekend. And then, of course, Fire Up the Bands is happening over at Pacific Yard House. Tickets are sold out. Our table tickets for the main event sold out, but you can get after party tickets, which I think it starts around 9:30 p.m. Tickets are still available for that.
And do you know that the Fire Up the Bands, that benefits the Conroe Firefighters Foundation. So this is worthy cause stuff right here.
And then and of course the fundraiser for the
Willis Youth Athletic Association, the All-Star, the YU team going to the Dixie World Series.
That really pretty much wraps up today's show. We will be back next week. We got several guests coming in next week. We're kind of excited about that. We have Priyanka, who is a realtor. So if you have a realtor question, she is going to come in on Tuesday.
She's a dog saving realtor too.
And, big deal, because so many people are banning their dogs around here. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have some folks coming in talk about fundraisers for Leaping Butterfly Ministries.
Oh, they're awesome.
So they're going to be coming in on Wednesday. We have plenty of space for those who want to have an appearance on our show. Contact us via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just look up Mornings with Lone Star. We're here every weekday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we're on iTunes, Google Play for podcasts. We're online live during the show, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and of course online.
All that's missing is our TV channel.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Trust
me. We're getting there.
And
you like that tease?
It's 10:53 right now, though. We got plenty more programming coming your way through Lone Star Community Radio. Sean, it was good to see you this week.
Great day today.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too.
It's going to be a fun weekend. I want to say a special shout out before we go. Happy birthday, Robert, my friend Robert, and Sandy. It's their birthdays today.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday. And we'll see you guys next week.